Losing guys at the plate in the entire sport.
He's a force, and I think it's scary for pitchers thinking about making.
Oh, now this one is blasted to right. Forget it. Way back there and gone. He sends it out of here, and they're on the board. It's 2-1. And now Chipper Jones on the ground, right side. Betts whips it to first, and they get the out on.
Jump back into the ratings.
Top of the second, digging in, it's the speedy outfielder, Ronald Acuna Jr.
American League East, and your reigning and defending division champion, the Baltimore Orioles. Here's several members of the O's trying to guess the overall rating of their superstar catcher, Adley Rutschman.
Top 99. Probably put right at 96. Give him like 96.
Ground ball up the middle.
I'll give him
Cronenworth throws on to first. They get the out on Acuna.
93.
Now it's Mookie Betts.
The year he had last year, I'll give it the mid to upper 90s. I can't give you the exact number.
Liner, and that should be extra bases. And now it rolls all the way to the wall. The throw in, Betts into second.
92.
One out, runner at second. And now it's Julio Rodriguez.
89.
And the first pitch misses for ball one.
I'm trying to, hopefully slightly low.
And that gets the top of the zone for a strike.
I don't know Adley Rutschman very well, but that tracks with what I think.
Swing and blast one down the line. It's gone if it's fair, but it hooks foul.
Well, he saw that changeup really well. Just a little early, still barreled it. As you see, home run distance, just couldn't keep it fair.
Prior to his arrival,
got it by him for the K.
It is unbelievable.
Here's Adley Rutschman.
He's a huge part of why they're so good.
100%, like you said.
That one ripped.
Like you said, like the guy, I met him at All-Star.
That's back there.
During the home run derby, his dad was
and forget it.
Everything about this guy is so wholesome.
Oh, muscle to center field, and they add a couple more. It's 4-1.
Like I said, the guy comes into the franchise.
So the lineup flips over, and now the DH, Trey Turner. They say you win.
He is a superstar, guaranteed. Like I think he's 91 as well as well, but. Listen, as a guy,
swing and a miss, and he waves at that one.
Afraid of Baltimore Orioles. As a Yankee fan, you should be deathly afraid because this is a team that's going to be a problem
Goes down
this
looking.
year and the foreseeable future. Now, they recently acquired earlier
Bottom
this
of the
offseason,
second. Here's
Milwaukee
Harper.
Brewers.
This is a true five-tool guy. Not very many of them out there, but when he's on the field, you can't take your eye off.
He was acquired from the Brewers for a couple of players on February 1st. He was 10-8 last year.
And first offering is fouled off.
Fans come to the ballpark to watch him play. And in baseball, to have such a talented player going out there every day and putting on the show that he does, just a joy to watch.
Rodriguez grabs it on the run.
And he's going to, like you said, help the other guys that are not yet aces, but on track to be aces.
And a
there's
foul
nothing better to come
ball.
up under than another guy who's already there.
The Orioles made an acquisition for their rotation.
And the right-hander
deals. They also had to acquire some
that one the other way.
Specifically, Craig Kimbrell for the back end. Remember, Felix Bautista.
And a couple of quick outs.
He is out for the season.
And now it's Christian Yelich.
So the Orioles had to turn to the future Hall of Famer, Craig Kimbrell. I know some people in the chat are going, future Hall of Famer? You don't know ball, sir. Check the numbers. Check the numbers. Craig Kimbrell will be in the Hall of Fame.
Next offering is fouled back.
Yeah. He's a 79
righty
overall.
to the plate.
Now there's been he's
and
been a
down
little
on strike.
Up and down sometimes here recently.
And welcome back. Now it's Fernando Tatis Jr. The pitch.
Arms in the game. It doesn't matter whether or not he
that one is upstairs.
It's been a rough start on the mound for this guy. His third inning is so important for him to get on track, turn the page, settle in, do all those things you need to do to give your team a little bit of length.
87 overall.
Tatis waits.
Is the rookie of the year in 2023.
Late that time, it's strike two.
Bombs, 255 average, the contact versus righties, and 82.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
This
and the batter now, Ellie De La Cruz.
Okay? And that's still high. But think about that. That's a whole first round of teams.
And first offering is fouled off.
We'll get this other guy instead. Played out of his mind.
Next offering is fouled back.
When you get a rating like this, this as a rookie,
yeah,
that means that Rory, those guys in the lab,
Swings and sends a rocket to right.
You know what I mean? So
He's
this guy
there.
is going
He's
to be
got
a
it.
problem
2 down.
this year, and I see those numbers dynamically
Man,
changing
that's
throughout
one of
the
those
season.
at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
To even see to recap your top 5.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Bradish is at 88.
Swing and a miss. And it's 1-2.
87, and then Felix Bautista.
Right-hander kick steals.
You'll still be able to use him, obviously.
Bounce it off, still
unfortunately, we will
1 and
not
2.
see him on the field in 2024, thanks to Tommy John surgery.
The line to the pitch.
Now, another very good team with a chance to
Now
win
a fly
this
ball
division,
to right center.
definitely make the playoffs.
Sheffield
surprise
settles
people
under
like
it.
they always do. The Tampa Bay
Makes
Rays.
the catch
Here's
and a
Yandy
goal.
Diaz of the Rays trying to guess some of his ratings.
As we go to the last of the third. And now it's the switch hitter, Carlos Santana. With the right-hander back to work. On the ground. Bats up with it. Leadoff hitter gone in the third. And stepping in is the speedy Jake Cronenworth. Darvish, the tall righty, 36 years old, and he was born in Japan. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1.
That's the best. He surprised himself.
This to center field. Rodriguez racing after it. Makes the grab. Nice play after the long run. Yeah, there's 2 away.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Tatis in the box with 2 gone. And takes a look at a called strike.
Every year you're thinking, all right, it's a
Comes
good
up
team.
empty on the swing, 0-2 now.
End up finding their way into the postseason.
2 outs.
It's constructed. It's a well-constructed team.
Up the middle,
Yeah, like,
bats
you got
up with
guys,
it. Now a
but it's
jump
more so
throw.
like the team
Not in
plays
time,
well
and he
together.
reaches
And it's
safely.
a next man up kind of.
And now the big-time power threat, Mickey Mantle. He's 0 for 1.
In terms of roster construction,
And that
team
one
building, and
wrapped
also
foul.
player development. And Yandy Diaz is an example of that.
And he
Randy
did.
Arozarena.
Come on.
This one smacked out to left center.
Overall. That seems
Makes
really
a nice
low.
grab and a full
I
sprint.
think he should be
And
a
that'll
90,
do it.
at least. All right, but maybe I'm way off here. The
Back here
power
at the
against
ballpark.
lefties is at 89. The contact against the southpaws also is at 83. 23 homers, third straight season, Miro, of at least 20 homers and 20 stolen bases. And no one has more swag than this dude.
Nobody at all. Listen, he is, and I'm saying this as a certified petty Yankee fan.
Hard to the fourth. Here's
stereotypical
Trout.
hater. This guy is a problem.
Gibson,
bro.
back
He is
to work.
He is a stud, dog. Like, and the
Misses
swag level off the
inside.
charts, which
Ball
is something I
1.
love about, what these younger guys are bringing to baseball. Yeah. Like that, the energy,
Fought off
He plays
foul.
with an edge, and I like that.
I love it, man. Like, listen, not even as a baseball can get long.
Yeah.
When you got guys like that will just inject excitement.
Out
every,
into left center for a line
2, 3
drive base
at-bats.
hit.
Come on, man.
Off to a good
Yeah.
start with a
All
leadoff
right,
double.
now let's shift to our attention and talk about the pitchers.
Here's
Here
Acuna
comes the
now.
money. It's Shane O'Mac. Shane McClanahan.
And a good
Strikeouts
fastball
per
to start
9
him
is
off.
at
That's
72.
strike 1.
His
Trout
control
aboard
is
here
at
at first
87.
with nobody
He was
out.
11-2 last year.
This is
and
one of those
115
situations the
innings
infielders have to
Unfortunately,
pre-plan
he's
and
going
understand that the ball's going to be hit
with
extremely
Tommy
hard
John
right at him
surgery.
if they're going to have a
But
chance
Nero, when this
to
guy
go
is
for a double.
healthy and he is right, he's got one of the most
Here's
electric
Mookie to
arms in
hit.
all of baseball.
Doubled his first time up.
The stuff is
Trout on the
nuts.
move.
It looks like video game stuff in
Into
real life.
center.
Yes.
That's how you know. That's how you know. He's
Mantle on the move.
Yeah, and unfortunately, he will not be available for the Tampa
And
Bay
there's
Rays
2 away.
in 2024. All right, so your top 5 for the Tampa Bay Rays. Remember, they started off.
Here's a speed
2023
threat. Julio
with a historic,
Rodriguez.
torrid start. Kind of went towards
That
the
one
end and
catches
ended
the
up getting
zone.
swept
That's strike
by
1.
your eventual champion Texas Rangers in the first round. So your
And a
top
swing and a
5 looks
miss.
like this.
Well,
Pete
that's
Fairbanks
today's style
out
of
the
baseball
bullpen
right
is at
there,
88,
right?
along
Big
with
time
Yandy
velo
Diaz.
on the bump
Shane
and
O'Mac,
big
Shane
time
McClanahan
pop at
is
the
at
plate.
87.
Got it.
Randy Arozarena is at 85.
Welcome
and
back. Bottom 4.
Isan
Here's
Paredes,
Stanton now.
He is at 84. overall.
The right-hander back to work.
The Toronto Blue Jays are up
He was late there, strike one. Giancarlo Stanton, who won the National League MVP in 2017, and then was traded immediately to the New York Yankees.
Yeah, the last two players to win the MVP and then be traded were both traded to the New York Yankees. Alex Rodriguez, Giancarlo Stanton.
He had an ERA of 3.16 and his K per 9.
Next offering misses, and the count is 2-2.
Innings.
Chris, and remember, Giancarlo Stanton won the 2016 Home Run Derby at Petco Park.
Yeah, he made that place look like a wiffle ball field.
He is going to cook this year. You hear me? Look at me in my eyes. This guy's going to cook this year. If you got him on your fantasy team, if you don't have him on your fantasy team, put him on your fantasy team.
Yeah,
3-2.
So, Kevin Gausman, of course, leads that rotation for
Fouls
the
it
Toronto
back
Blue
with 2
Jays.
strikes.
In the infield, you got Bo Bichette. Bo Bichette, his overall is at 89, just misses that 90 rating barrier. But his contact
That's a
against
laser
lefties
base
is at
hit.
99.
So a man
Contact
on
against
base
the
to start
right-handed
the
pitchers
inning.
is at 95. I hear that we're getting new hair mechanics.
Here's the third baseman,
So
Chipper
this
Jones.
fits right
Rounded
in
out his
for
first
Bo
time up.
Bichette. No one is going
Fouls
to
one off
benefit
out of play,
more
back to our
from
left.
the new hair mechanics
Nobody
at
out,
MLB The
runner
Show
first.
24, like Bo Bichette.
Double play
He
ball to
led the
second.
American League.
There's
He's led the
one.
American League
Not in
hits
time at
since the start
first.
of
It's a fielder's
2021
choice.
with
That's what a good sinker's designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
You know what I mean?
Harper stands in here, leaves that one off the inside.
I don't know if he's using a flat iron to get it looking like that good.
A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
Old school.
He's got a whole
Ball to
look
strike,
that's going on.
the
Come on, man. The
pitch.
keratin treatment is
And
working.
that misses off the outside edge.
Yeah. You can remember, you got to condition afterwards and let the conditioner sit for a
In
little
the
bit.
air, right field. Acuna has it sized up.
Jose Barrios checks in at an 81
Two-way now.
overall. Walks per 9 is at 77. That break on his slurve is
And
at 91.
here is Gary Sheffield.
And I still
He's
remember
0 for
him
1.
getting taken out early at that playoff game against the Minnesota Twins. I'm not even a
Outside.
Blue Jays fan, and I was annoyed by it. But last year, he had an 11-12 record. The ERA was
Jones
3.65.
off the first with
He
2
did
away.
have a rough 2022 campaign, but it looked like he started to make some positive strides in 2023.
Absolutely.
With Gausman and Barrios at the top, if you can get Alek Manoah to bounce back after his disappointing season, this is a very, very dangerous team.
100%. And like you said, you got Gausman up
In
there,
the dirt.
up top.
Rutschman fires over to first,
You feel
and
supported
that is
as the third guy. You know what I mean? There's not so much pressure.
We go to
on
the
you.
top of the
You gotta be
fifth.
solid.
Here's the catcher,
Absolutely.
Adley
You gotta be
Rutschman.
solid.
And our
And a
2024
pitch.
cover athlete, Vladimir
Swing and a miss. Nice changeup.
Clearly all in on the fastball right there, but it was a changeup. Bottom just fell out of it. He's going to have to make an adjustment.
Harper
That card rakes.
takes it himself, and the leadoff hitter retired in the fifth.
During the life
Back
of
to the top of the
2024
lineup,
game
Trey
in the
Turner at
MLB
the
Show
plate.
24. All right, let's talk about the Boston Red Sox. Let's check in with Trevor
This to
Story.
third,
of
on
the
the
Red
run,
Sox.
throw to first. 2 up, 2 down.
I'm gonna go
2 outs, base is empty.
Scale, right?
Here's some real power at the plate. Fernando Tatis Jr. Swings through that one. 0-1.
I would say, if it's over the past couple of years, not great. But
Now 1-1.
against my career, I would say it's like a
The 1-1.
93. Ooh, okay. I mean, that's fair.
That one missing low.
All right.
I like when guys recognize their own
And fouled
weaknesses,
off.
if you will.
He's done
their
a
own
great
things that
job
they
getting
struggle
the
with.
first
And
2
Trevor
outs.
Story
Want to
readily
get this
admits,
number
says,
2 hitter,
last couple of
get
years
back in
hasn't
the
been
dugout.
But
The
when
punch
this guy's
out
in the
there.
lineup, he's a very
We head
dangerous
to the
hitter,
bottom of the
at the
fifth.
shortstop
Here's a
position.
big power threat. Christian Yelich.
Oh, absolutely.
And a pitch.
So Trevor Story with that.
And there's the
87
strike.
Well, these
Let's
guys,
talk about
as this game goes
Rafael
on,
Devers,
have
who's
to be
an
more
87
disciplined at the plate.
overall.
They've been chasing pitches
first
outside
of all,
the zone
I love
all
any
game,
Bobby
and it's
Devers
led to some
card in this
frustrating
game.
moments. They've been
The
fooled
swing
quite a bit today.
is smooth as butter, and I imagine that is going
That's
to be
out
the
to
case for
center
this live
field.
series card in 24. The 83
Betts
power
makes
against
the
lefty,
grab.
the 90
And a
power
quick out, number
against
1.
righties.
That's a really
The
nice
interesting
play,
thing
ranging
about
back
Rocky
into the
Devers
outfield
cards,
for that catch. We
throughout
all
this game
know
that I found
those
is
can be a
lot
little
of these
tricky,
cards,
especially if
not
the
live
wind's
series
swirling
is
around
what
out
we're
there.
talking about now, but some of these other cards, they have reverse splits. So if you can time up a left,
Swings
you
and
know, left on
crushes
left,
one.
that
Right
Devers
field,
card
way
gets you-
back
Get you
and
a
gone.
tank.
Yeah.
And Did he go down from last year? Was he at 89 last year?
A towering home run. And they close the gap. It's 4-2. Jake Cronenworth digs in now.
If
0
Rory
for
is
1 so
standing
far.
by, there he is. Rory, the 87 rating for Rafi Devers, how does that compare with, if you can recall off the top of your head, what he was rated in 2030?
Off the top of the head, I know it was upper 80s. It might have been 89.
Swinging a foul back, that's out of play.
The 87 mark. With Rafi, the guy can hit. There's no doubt about it. And his ratings, like you mentioned, he can hit
That's a little bit low. Jake Cronenworth, the Michigan kid, he played at the University of Michigan. Rays took him in the 15 draft in the 7th round. Grew up playing a lot of hockey, eventually made his big league debut with the Padres. Chris, he's been an all-star twice. Rodriguez hauls it in, and there's 2 away.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
Hype Man Max, great username, saying that
That's a base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Maybe the defensive metrics are causing.
No waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. First pitch fastball in a great spot to do some damage, and he squared it up nicely.
He swings and fouls one off.
Devers is at third base, where you're looking a lot at fielding. Is going into
this one kicks away a little as he can't squeeze it.
Then Vlad at first base.
And the runner holds.
Vlad's past 3 years, if you look at the whole numbers, actually it's extremely good. It's still been amazing. That 3 years ago, 2021 season, where he just went off insane. He kind of set a super high bar
left field,
himself.
way back there. That's back. And that one is going to go. That fires up the home crowd, and it ties it up. It's 4-4.
Overall, he has
Giancarlo Stanton at the plate.
Paul Sporer,
and he swings and misses, and it's nothing in one.
Big baseball fan, friend of the MLB The Show community, as he points out, not exactly an apples to
swing and a miss,
when you're talking
as
about
he was out
Devers
front
and
that
Legend.
time.
One is first base,
tied at
the other
4.
obviously is third base. Speaking
Ball
of first base,
there.
let's check in on the Red Sox first baseman, Tristan Casas, 79 overall. This
swing and a miss.
Has got some big-time thunder
and
in his
welcome back. Top of the 6th inning.
young player,
Stepping in is the switch hitting shortstop, Ellie De La Cruz. Swings and misses. That's strike 1.
Rookie of the year voting, so we know what the potential is.
Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone.
And I'm saying that as a
wind and pitch.
Now, Masataka Yoshida, I thought was
lifted
a very
in the air right
player
center
last
field.
year. He was
Sheffield running
in
hard.
stature, but man,
there's
he's
one
got
away.
power in his bat. He is at 80 overall. Look at his
And here
contact
is
against
Frank
lefties.
Thomas.
Very good in that
1 for
left
2 with a solo home run back in the first inning.
I think he's got more pop.
And he swings and misses.
He had 15 homers, 72 RBIs. He was part of that WBC title team.
At the initial offer
in Japan. And I thought he acquitted himself very, very, very well in his first season with the Red Sox.
100%.
That one back up the middle, and it gets through.
Yeah. You know what I mean? And this guy's, he's got it. Listen, the Japanese guys, man, they come over here ready to go.
Just kept it simple, played Pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
Trout swings through it for strike 1.
All right, so the top 5 for your Boston Red Sox.
Next one is off the plate, and it's 1-1. Thomas stands at first with 1 out. Inside corner, and that's called a strike.
Arms for the Red Sox, they're at 83.
Next one misses. It's 2-2.
He's gone off speed. He needs to elevate here with 2 strikes out of the zone.
Hendricks will not be available in 2024 as he's recovering from Tommy John surgery. All right, let's talk about the New York Yankees. How would you describe your Yankee fandom?
Die hard.
Next one just misses, and it's 3-2.
Okay.
So we just coming up with the Red Sox, you know what I mean? Now it's time to talk about a superior ball club.
Oh, no,
tied at 4. Foul ball, and it remains a full count.
Let's talk about Juan Soto.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Couldn't catch up to the heater. Here's Ronald Acuna Jr. at the plate. Gets him to chase after that one.
Strike 1 is so critical in a bat like this with a real threat at the plate looking to do damage.
Out to short. Tatis to first. And Acuna retired. And that is that.
Already have him in the running for MVP. Like you said, front porch. The guy's a hitter.
Back here at the ballpark, stepping in, Chipper Jones.
That I feel the Yankees have been lacking.
And here it comes.
Where it's just like, there has to be a
swings through that one.
0-1.
You know what I mean? That has like passion and has like a little bit of sweat. The shuffle alone is worth 5 points. You know what I mean? To me.
And a ground ball to first. He'll do it himself. One away, bottom of the sixth.
Now with him in there.
Bryce Harper to the plate.
In front of Judge. Volpe. Let's see what Stanton does this year. Yeah. You know what I mean? Stanton's got a chip on his shoulder. Yeah. A very large, muscular shoulder.
First offering, misses the mark.
You can expect this hitter to be looking for something on a tee. He can get up in the air and untie this ball game.
And brings them some quality outings and appearances for Giancarlo Stanton. Another offseason acquisition for the New York Yankees.
Hit pretty well in the air out to center. Rodriguez settles under it.
With the city.
He makes the grab, and there's 2 away.
The sink,
digging in, Gary Sheffield.
The strikeout numbers maybe not going to be there, but you know he's going to get the ground balls. And this is a guy that loves pitching on the big stage.
Oh, he loves it, and he said so. Like, I've been watching ever since the signing. He's been saying, I'm so excited to come here. I want to be a Yankee. I'm ready for whatever, and that takes a lot of guts.
In the air out to center. Rodriguez settles under it.
It's a tough media market. It's tough everything. So
and makes the grab.
And I really think he has the
we go to the top of the 7th. Here's Mookie Betts.
Remember how good he was at the beginning. He was pitching at an all-star level for the Chicago Cubs, and then in that second half he battled injuries, and that really affected his performance. Anthony Volpe stepped into very difficult positions and difficult shoes last year as a rookie. The starting shortstop for the New York Yankees, as you look at the numbers here, the fielding is at 78, speed at 72. I think that might be a tad low, but overall he's at 77. And Miro, I think that you have to consider last year the success for Anthony Volpe. I can't wait to see what he does this year as an encore.
No doubt about it. Baseball to me
gets the outside corner with that one.
Other sports, man, it's always a slow burn for the young guys.
Swung on, belted.
It's much more than just like,
that one is back.
Really high. You know what I mean? And Volpe showed that he came in.
And it's gone.
Yeah, like you said, huge.
Mookie Betts blasts one out. And they jump in front in the 7th. It's 5-4. And now, Julio Rodriguez. Foul ball.
You know, this group of hitters, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They have 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet so far, and that tells me they're seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well.
And that one hit 97 on the gun. Puts it in the air out towards left center. Yelich running hard. Takes it in for the out.
Aaron Judge, as you might expect, at the 99. Garrett Cole, baby, 95.
And that one fouled off.
Also in the 90s, right at 90.
The 0-1.
Clay Holmes and Gleyber Torres.
Swing and a miss as he was late.
Good luck catching up to that one.
He's going into his walk year. He very much wants to stay and be a New York Yankee, but it's a big season for him.
A huge season. This is the make or break. This is what's going to decide whether or not he's a first strike. True? 100%. Like, dude,
stays
you
alive.
This year, you're good. You don't, you're in Minnesota.
Right-handed reliever.
You know what I mean?
I think
that one is absolutely belted. That's back there. And that ball is out of here. Trey Turner goes deep, and they add a run. It's 6-4. Next to hit, Fernando Tatis Jr. There's a strike.
Look at that report card.
All right, let's bring in Jared Schiff.
A rope into right, and that should be extra bases. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. The relay, safe at second.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell he had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
Hey, Robert. I would say fans
slice the other way and foul.
That really pays tribute to Derek Jeter. His outstanding career and his connection to
next pitch inside. Now 1-2.
Get to take a trip or a subway ride in this case down
just off the outside part of the plate. Tatis stands at second with 2 gone. Good job to fight that one off.
In the late 90s, 2000s, and beyond.
Tell us more about some of those
swing and a miss. Struck him out. Good job at damage control right there.
There with the Derek Jeter motion.
Yeah, I mean, if you've seen any of the marketing materials, the jump throw,
Welcome back. Now it's Christian Yelich.
We're really trying to highlight all of those memorable moments in his career. So starting off from the jump, like his first major league hit at the Kingdom, his first career walk-off against the Red Sox, being named All-Star MVP and World Series MVP in 2000.
Rolling fingers on the pitch here.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better runs in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Inside, just missed.
Looking to get something going. This is the guy you want at the plate. He's been great for this team. He is a professional hitter.
Swings through that.
I love that addition as one of the stadiums that you can choose to play in. Derek Jeter himself was very involved in this process. How was it working with him directly?
That one ripped left field. That's back.
Ended up coming out.
Onto the warning track, and he hauls it in. And now the switch hitting catcher, Carlos Santana. He's already homered in this game.
Kind of gives you everything you want, like as an interviewer. He's a great storyteller.
First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Sort of having his point of view, taking you through his career, is something really unique for MLB The Show 24.
And another ball.
And it's not something I've necessarily seen out there before, that you actually have that Hall of Famer taking you through those moments.
Swing and a miss.
I think it's going to be really fun for the fans.
What's your favorite moment of these Jeter storylines?
And he grounds one to the right side.
One moment.
Betts whips it to first. And that quickly, 2 away.
To give a hint, it's probably not one that Orioles fans are really going to enjoy. But there's some level of detail in there to that moment that makes it really, really unique. And I will say, give a shout out to
here is Jake Cronenworth.
Are you telling me Jeffrey Mayer's in the game, Jared? Is that what you're telling me?
I'm saying that we got that moment as close to it, perfect as we could. I'll just leave it there.
All right, the UI looks different. What inspired it?
Yeah, I mean, storylines is a
swing and a miss, and it's 0-2.
And we know sort of anytime that we're telling stories, each one of these stories has to have its own unique look that sort of sets it apart from everything else in storylines or
and
everything else in the
1-2.
rest of the game in general. So, you know, I mentioned
swings and misses. Nasty fork ball for strike 3.
And early on in the process, we're like,
we go to the 8th. Now, Frank Thomas.
Take you from memory to memory or moment to moment in the career of a New Yorker, the New York Yankee, that is, that they use that subway to sort of take you on that journey. So our UI UX team, they did an incredible job sort of creating an MLB The Show version of New York and subway. And I think it's just another way, like I said, like to shout out the fans that take the subway to the game to watch Jeter and keep him accountable, as he says in one of the videos.
Will there be more moments from Jeter's career added in the future?
Yeah, so at launch, we're kind of...
Welcome back as we have a pinch hitter to lead it off. Corey Seager. And the pitch.
Enjoy the content, make it not feel so rushed.
Strike.
So we're breaking it up like a little bit. So at launch, we'll take you through the beginning of his career.
Good eye right there.
All the way up into the year 2000. And then we'll have a free update a few weeks later.
Swing and a miss. That's strike 2.
2001 with the flip play and Mr. Number walk off.
And a foul ball, he stays alive.
Storybook ending Yankee Stadium final at bat in 2014.
I love that we're also getting Andy Pettit.
And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. And now 1 away. Here's Mike Trout. In there at the knees, it's 0-1.
Well, I say it's the best pitch in baseball, strike 1. You get ahead on a good hitter as well. Gives you a little bit more confidence to move to the at-bat.
I think that's super cool to have.
Next offering misses. And the count 1-2.
And there's a pair of all-star uniforms.
Swings and crushes one. Right field, way back, and gone.
Thinking like, how do we incorporate, like you mentioned, like Bernie Williams and Andy Pettit and those legends? That
An
also
absolutely majestic shot, and they boost their lead. It's 7-4. And here is Ronald Acuna Jr.
On the field in the moment to be able to earn a lot of those cards as well.
And that's ripped into left, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Those cards you'll be able to earn through little.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
All right, well, I can see what
Swings and blasts one deep to left center.
I love me a good
That one hops against the fence. Acuna around third. He'll score, and they lead by 4.
MLB The Show,
Well done, drives in the run. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and licked it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Rodriguez, batting with one down, takes a strike.
That's right.
In the air, right field, pretty well struck, way back there.
That other network. And Jared actually ran prop turf for me during my early days
A
there.
2-run homer, and they throw a pair on the board. It's 10-4.
Thanks, Robert.
And here
All right, no teleprompter for this stream. It's just all right up here and right here, and of course all the great content coming from you in the chat. All right, so let's now transition to the American League Central. A few seconds ago, someone in the chat asking, hey, did I miss the Guardians? No, the Guardians are coming up, but first,